No, as I said, it's mainly a feeling, as we said. Visually, sometimes it doesn't always look that different. We'll show you some of the things that are going to sort of identify where the change is happening. But ultimately, you weren't that far out. It's just the fact your hands were rising up, which they're going to do anyway. Force of the golf is going to force the handle to rise up a little bit. Hence, we've almost got to try and get down the hands working the other way. As we said, the good draw you can practice now is that sort of split hand grip where you put your right hand almost on the shaft. It really brings the left hand in to hit because you're trying to hit the golf ball now with your dominant hand, so that the tee peg. So to hit the tee peg with that dominant hand, your hand has to come in. Oh, hang on, the left hand's really got to come in. So it kind of gives you a feeling there, okay? But before, when you came back into the golf ball, handle coming in a little bit high, okay? You can see catching the back end of the club quite high up on your heels there, and a little bit of a gap there between your right arm there. Bit of daylight we can see that between your right arm and your left arm, just a sign that left arm's worked a bit higher than we want to. If when we get it better and the handle works a bit lower, as we can see, certainly a much better strike for starters. And you see there's no gap now between your left and right arm, and your foot is actually on the ground a little bit more than that one. So it's a little bit of a movement away from the golf ball. The arm is working in here. So you've literally gone, Brian, from where you were, kind of here, okay, to here. That's the change you've really made, but it just brings from up there to down there. It's just bringing the golf club to the middle of the golf ball. Okay, and that change there is just changing all the different angles of the golf ball, and thus the information we're getting. You had a single one left since you've done that change, have you? You've had a couple to the right, which is probably you. You said at the start of the lesson, I'm hitting the ball to the left, Gareth. Generally getting some pulls. So you played for the last however long, week, 2, 3, 4, whatever it may be, month or two, trying to stop left. So what you'll then do is try and get a little bit almost this opening at the club face and this sort of thing to not release it. So you had a couple you sort of flared up to the right just a little bit when you came in pretty good and just sort of held on to the club face rather than allowing that club to sort of swish through as normal. But if you're fearful of left, you're not going to want to let that club sort of free release the target. But I think from the point of view as you're swinging the club, if you can get this sensation, this hand is coming in. When you did it with a split, you felt your left hand almost like say hitting yourself, wasn't it? Coming in really close, which is obviously too close. But at the same time, it's giving you the feeling of where this hand needs to. This hand's sort of working. The club shaft's going to work this way. We don't want to be doing it that way. In some ways, that sensation of hitting the tennis racket with a tennis ball, you ask, where does your shoulder go? Your shoulder, does the shoulder sort of, where does it go? When I put a tennis racket in your hand, okay, the ball sort of middle of the driver shaft, where with the tennis racket, you sort of went, oh, back there. It kind of did what it wanted to do. You weren't trying to manipulate it or adjust to it. It was just, okay, here's the ball. How would I swing that tennis racket to the back of the ball? Well, I'll do that. And that would work. Okay, so you've got to make sure we're doing things as natural as we can. In terms of the feeling from the top of the backswing, now it's going to feel a bit more sort of almost that way for you kind of thing. As the handle works in low and you must push away from that, the last thing you want is, as the American guys say, little tippy toes coming along when you get the club in here and rise up there. That position requires a lot of manipulation with the hand, you see, and that's the risk. And you get it right, as you said, it goes a country mile, and you get probably quite a slingy draw, and it lands on the fairway and just trundles and just keeps going. And this time of year now, probably pushing out towards the 250, maybe even more than that sort of thing. But as we said, if your hand of the club's coming in like this, at the last second you're relying on that, it's very risky. You get it wrong and your timing's a little bit out. It's quick left or a big block right. So get that sensation. The hands working. That split hand draw is going to be a good one. The other good one, as I said, needs to be get your wife to stand there with the golf club in front of you there, like I was doing there, and just make some swings. Now again, not big swings or fast, but get the sensation. Your hands are going to come under and miss the club that's going to be there. Now, when you do that, give yourself at least 12 to 18 inches at least. Don't try and put it so close. If you did rise up a little, doink, you'd whack yourself. It's more of a, I'm going to miss the club that's kind of up here sort of thing. My handle's going to work. And when you did that, you actually hit that shot with the driver. What about 170 with a bit of bounce and run? Because you got a really good, efficient angle into the golf ball. So you maximised your power. So does that make sense, sir?
Yeah, that's entirely different.
Good.